Hi everyone, Sarah here today to share my first layout for the Color Cast guest design team with Merry Everything. Today I am using some of my stash. I had bought and done a unboxing video previously. This is Boho Christmas from Simple Stories, and I am using it to actually scrapbook one of my dog's first time ever being in snow. So I didn't know how they were going to react, and it was just awesome. He went outside and he ran and he played. He'd come back up to the steps and see me, and then he took off again. He loved the snow. It took forever to get him inside. But luckily he realized he could go out and play in it more off and on anyways. So, I cut I think it was a 5x7 that I cut out of that light plaid that my cutter is covering up at the moment. And then this, I cut it out just to literally use the frame. And so I'm going to put that piece to the side. I just wanted the wood grain frame. And then I have that die cut from my stash that looks like, yeah, I can't remember what they're called. But I had a toy when I was younger that had those in it and had little pictures, and every time you push the little button down, it showed another one. I'm pretty sure you guys know what I'm talking about. Just can't think of what it's called at the moment. So I'm going to go through the papers over here on the side and find little things that I think I'm going to want. Cut a couple of things out. Let's see, what am I going to do here? I've got something in my hand that I'm wanting to cut out. Oh, these are, it's a card. It was one of the cut apart sheets, and it's got a bunch of labels on it. And instead of leaving it as just the 3x4 that it was, I decided to cut each of the labels out so that I can use them individually. I like labels, and I like having more things to layer, and I don't necessarily want them always to be big. So I cut all 4 labels out of that one, and I'll punch the ends out with my circle punch as well. I think I might have already done that, but I'm grabbing the tags, see which one I want to use behind my photo. Use the darker one there. I wasn't quite sure, honestly, really what I was going to do with this layout. I wanted to go a little outside of my bounds, and I thought I'm trying to push myself more to use more colored backgrounds. And so I figured I would try that again on this one, and I went for a pattern paper one. And I think I'll be doing it more and more, but I will still go back to my white backgrounds. I pulled a sticker off the sticker sheet. I love these little snowmen. I had put it on my arm a couple times to make it to where it wasn't quite sticky to where it would stay. I am doing my version of cutting an edge here. I cut it off instead of ripping it like a lot of people do. A little more control the way I do it. And I'm going to go ahead and stick some of this red behind there. That red is actually some of the stuff that I have pulled out for my Christmas stuff this year. Is actually 2 separate old basic gray collections that I still have. And so that's where the red is coming from. That distressed red is from an old basic gray collection. And I'm layering that underneath the side of that plaid. And I'll rough the plaid up a little more. I just want a little bit of the color sticking out. There's a little more coming from behind that frame where I'd stuck that square of red as well. And I'm not sticking it to where it's completely, inside the frame or anything. I'm just offsetting them. And then putting my pup's picture there. You don't see a lot of the red, and I'm okay with that. And I'm also putting this tag underneath the side there as well. Brings a little more of, it brings the pink in. And I'm okay with that, even though my dog in this picture is a boy. It doesn't bother me. I don't know about other people, but it works for me. I'm going to add a little bit of Scotch Quick Dry tacky glue. I have so many of these little bottles with different types of glue in it. It's crazy. But if I want it to stick really fast, a lot of the time I'll use my Quick Dry. And again, as most of you know, if you have watched my videos, I am impatient. And so I want it to tack real quick and hold down. So here I am putting some foam tape on the back of my photo so it'll pop up a little bit, give it a little more dimension on this layout. I grabbed the stencil and my pouncer, and this is a pigment ink pad, and you can't really see it on camera. And honestly, in the final pictures, you can't really see it because it looks like it's faded to a pink, which is crazy, and I'm okay with because it matches the tag that I put on there. But it's just, I did not expect for the white pigment ink to fade to a pink. Maybe it's because it's on the craft background. I'm not sure. I'm going to go ahead and pop this snowman up, and then go ahead and adhere the main portion of my, my layout down, the whole cluster there. I'll adhere that down and add my picture of my dog as well down. And then I will start with a little more embellishing. I really can't talk. I'm so sorry. I'll pull the back off my snowman and add a little bit of glue and stick him down. There's my title. That is a piece from the Merry Everything collection, and it is a wood veneer, and it says Christmas Joy. And honestly, I just thought it fit perfectly for this picture of my dog. He was just so happy. He had so much fun. And I'm pulling out different pieces. That's a camera from the sticker sheet and a little sticker saying, but I pulled that off and stuck a different one down. I had also stuck that snow globe with the house on it over there to the right-hand side. And I'm sitting here trying to find something else, I believe. Trying to decide if I'm going to stick something underneath. That's what it was. I had cut the end off of, or a square of that red from, Basic Gray, and cut a little divot out of it so it looked like a tag. And I glued that down underneath the side of the photo, added the camera on top with a little word. And here I'm pulling out these hearts, again, from the Merry Everything collection from Colorcast. And I'm going to stick some on both sides of the photo cluster and a little bit up above. Trying to decide if I wanted to stick something behind the joy on the Christmas Joy. And then I'll go back. There's the little tag. It's one of the ones, the labels that I had cut out. And this one's got the dark green ends. And I tried to make that joy work. I'm glad I didn't. I used it on something else. But I add a little floral. One of the poinsettias from the embellishment kit, I add up there at the top as well. And as you see, it was a sticker, so I didn't really have to worry about doing anything. But I'm using multiple colors of the hearts, and some of the ones that are full and some of the ones that have pieces popped out from the center. Because yes, you can actually stack, the hearts that have nothing in the center, some of the other hearts that you get in the same bag will actually stack inside of them. So you can make them two-toned if you want to and everything. They're so cool. I love the fact that it's interactive and you can change it and customize it to the way you want it to look. I went ahead. I've noticed that my Scotch Quick Dry holds these down really well. So I haven't had a problem with that. I know a lot of people use glossy accents. I don't use it because I don't like the shine to be left on my page if it comes out from underneath. And sometimes I have the habit of putting a little too much glue on. But I haven't had any problem with Scotch Quick Dry. So that works for me. And I'm going to see if there's anything else I want to put on this layout here. Clean up a little bit of my mess. Let's see here. I keep going back to that sticker sheet and to the ephemera pack because I want to add more, but I keep trying to push myself outside of my comfort zone and not put everything everywhere or everything on a layout. But here I'm going to go ahead and fussy cut a couple of these poinsettias out to go ahead and layer on the layout as well. I wanted one of the darker ones instead of the more red, that like the one that I put up to the right behind Christmas Joy. And so right now I'm actually cutting out one of the darker red poinsettias from one of the papers. Let's see. I think that's the only one I cut out as well. I just like the fact that I got to use wood veneer on here as my title, and then also the acrylic pieces, the hearts. They're just gorgeous. Oh, I was wrong. I do cut out another red one. Oh, I know. I wanted to stack it underneath towards the snowman. I believe that's what I'm doing. Because it's only a partial, yeah. I didn't like the separation there. I didn't like the gap. It just didn't really work for me. So I went ahead and added another one. And that finished this layout for me. Make sure to check out the ColorCast website and see all the beautiful things that they have available. And if you enjoyed this process video, please like and subscribe so you'll be notified when I upload more. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.